The Herald Standard presents the game of the week. Tonight, Monessen visits Mapletown in the final game of the 2016 regular season. Earlier this week, we spoke to Monessen's Mark Gibson, and he told us about some of the difficulties that follow the Greyhounds into this game.
We started off our season with about 32 or 33 kids. We're down to maybe 12. Injury, disciplinary issues, quit. I mean, you name it, it's happened on this team. So,
Monessen showed up to play with 17 athletes to challenge the Maples, and were successful forcing a punt on their first possession. But the Greyhounds brought some type of spooky Halloween magic with them on the bus and unleashed it all over Mapletown. Where did that come from? Quarterback Jaden Altimore to tight end Isaiah Allums. Soon after, they were on the 5-yard line, and Zion Aldrich ran it in. It's 6-0, the visiting team, with 17 players. Mapletown had an answer to that, and his name is Dylan Rush. Everyone's glad his name was not Dylan Slow. It's 4th and 8. Delay of game. Spooky magic does them in. Tanner Griffin's receivers all vanish, and the ball falls to the ground. It's Monessen's possession. Youngblood motors down the field for a first down. Oh, and tack on this penalty too while you're there. But this end zone pass ends up in the hands of Caleb Reynolds, who plays for the other team. And on first down, Dylan does his thing. And in the second, spooky magic hits again. That's a turnover. And the Greyhounds make it count. Youngblood runs it in. Monessen's ahead, 12-0. Shazam! And they would hold that lead into the fourth quarter until Dylan Rush put the Maples on the board. With 4 minutes to go, the Greyhounds turn over the ball on their own end of the field. And this tipped pass lands in the hands of J.C. Hennessy. No one was more surprised than he was. It's now 14-12, the home team. Monessen's jack-o'-lantern seems to have gone out. On the kickoff, Allums turns it over. The Maples have the ball again. Tanner Weston comes up with it. Dylan Rush one more time. And that ends the magic on this Halloween weekend. Mapletown gets some candy for their trip to the playoffs, and Monessen gets a rock. Shazam!
This is Jacob Meyer for the Herald Standard after a 22-14 win for the Mapletown Maples in the last game of the season. Here with junior running back Dylan Rush after a 30-rush, 180-yard, and 2-touchdown game. Dylan, no points through the first 3 quarters for your offense, but 22 in the fourth quarter. What was it with your offense today in the first 3 quarters, and what led to 22 points in the fourth quarter?
Well, in the first 3 quarters, we weren't really ready to play. We didn't play as we should, and in the fourth quarter, we really picked it up, played with our heart, and we wanted to win it for our seniors.
Last week of the season, a good win to catapult you guys into the playoffs starting next week. What do you guys need to do as a team to really go into the playoffs trying to win your first playoff game?
Well, we need to prepare all week, know what our coaches tell us. They put us in the right positions. We have to learn to make plays, and we need to play in the playoff game as we really can, and I think we have a good chance.
Now, your ankle injury, you've missed the past few games with that injury, but you played today. How do you think that is going, and what do you need to do next week to prepare to keep that healthy?
Well, the past few weeks it has been hurting, but it's gotten so much better, and I feel like I'll be 100% for next week, and let's hope I am, and we'll be ready to play.
Gotcha. Thanks, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Everybody's trying to mess with me.
I know.
This is Jacob Meyer reporting from Mapletown High School after a 22-12 win over Monessen High School in the last week of the season for the Maples, here with Coach George Messich. Coach, you guys had already clinched a playoff spot coming into today, but why was this game important for your team?
You know, you want to go into the playoffs on a winning note, and for us to come out and win this game, ended up 5-5. I thought it was very, very important, and I give the kids credit because they came out ready to play.
Dylan Rush, obviously the most important player on your offense. 30 rushes, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns today after coming off back-to-back weeks with that ankle injury. How's he doing with that ankle, and how do you think he played today?
I think Dylan played like the rest of our kids. He gives 110%, and our whole team does. I would say he played about 80% healthy tonight. The ankle's still swollen just a little, and it's still sprained, but he knew it was a big game for us heading into the playoffs, and he just, joined in with the rest of the team, and they all gave us a great effort.
Clinched the playoff spot last week. A win that's going to give you guys momentum going into the playoffs. What does your team need to do in preparation to win that playoff game next week?
I think we need to give 110% every play in a football game, no matter who we play. And it was just like tonight. I don't care if we're playing Clareton or Jeanette or West Green or Avella. I think every kid has to give 110% for us to have a chance to be successful.
Gotcha. Thank you, Coach.
Hey, thank you, guys. Get a coat.